There you go. My name is Gwen. I'm a technical animator. I've been working in this industry for about a decade now. I've worked on Marvel Heroes Online, BioShock Infinite, and most recently I was the sole animator on The Flame and the Flood. The theme this year is failure, which I think you all know, because we've been talking about it for like 9 other talks, right? I know a lot about failure. I've definitely been a part of 2 studio closures. I've definitely gotten on stage before and utterly bombed and gone home in tears. It's terrible. It's a terrifying thing to talk about. I really didn't want that to happen again today, in fact. So I thought I would mitigate risk as much as possible. I thought I would go online and I would do a bunch of research on how to give the perfect talk. And I actually found a template for how to give the perfect talk, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and follow exactly as it is. Another thing I did was I found other successful talks, like the Failure Workshop is a really successful talk about failure here at GDC each year. And I was like, maybe if I take a talk that's already really successful and just change it slightly and release it as mine, like mimic it, that would make my talk good as well. But even better than that would be if we could get some data, right, which we can. We can get user scores and reviews, and we can look at what people like and what people respond to. And by combining data and templates, I figured we could make something perfect. Yeah, that's right, you're welcome. I used guidance and metrics to drive my creative decisions, and because of that, we've created the thing that you most likely wanted to see. Oh, the end. What I did there was I followed conventional wisdom, and I produced something that most likely won't fail. It's tempting to do this, to follow guides and metrics when you're making creative decisions, not just for PowerPoints, but also for everything, for games. There's a reason games in certain genres tend to have a similar art style. There's a reason that the top games in a storefront tend to have similar box art. There's a formula that works when it comes to making games for the mass market. And when you're developing your art and animation, you're less likely to fail if you follow that formula. And there's definitely guides and best practices in animation. These guides in particular are fantastic. I honestly recommend you read these books, you follow these people. You'll learn a ton if you listen to what these people say, and you're so much less likely to fail if you do so. And shouldn't that be the goal? Not failing. All of today's microtalks were about failure. You've spent the last hour hearing about how harrowing and painful failure is. If there's a path to avoid failure, why not follow that path? I mean, it seems obvious, right? If you don't take risks, you can't fail. So why take risks? Why do some people invest so much time inventing new systems like motion matching? Jesus, Christian. Blend trees exist. There's no reason for this. Why do some people leverage their homes to make a game with an untested art style? That's insane. That's a huge risk. Why do people insist on experimenting with new design, technology, and art styles when there's already established guides in game development? There's existing tech you can use. These risks, they are so much more likely to fail. And clearly that's not what you should do. You know that. The world is telling you everything that you should do. There's a guide for everything. You should floss. You should probably stop playing games and go outside. You should mow the lawn. There's no guide that's going to tell you to be an animator. It's not a logical career decision. This industry is insanely turbulent. But the people on stage today, they didn't follow the guide when they were choosing a profession. They bucked conventional wisdom, and they continue to do so in their creative endeavors today, even if it means they'll fail a lot. I don't know why Benson's an animator. He's clearly struggled to be one. He could have been a dentist. That would have been less risky, but he's an animator. And even though he talked about his failures, he's a pioneer in this industry. Everyone on stage today made this crazy decision to be an animator and to work in games. And everyone on this stage takes huge risks. And we fear failure. Of course we do, because we're human. That fear of failure, that can hold you back. It can cripple you. It can stop you from taking risks. It can stop you from doing what you love. My name is Gwen, and I make games for a living. Also, I've spent my weekends and my off time working on an indie game at home. It's a puzzle game about 3 machines that dream of being musicians. This is Kine. You are the first people to see this trailer. It's a game about three machines named Euler, Quat, and Rue. They dream of being musicians, and they practice music at night. I just tweeted it out, so please retweet it if you can. I have no marketing plan other than that. I hope you take risks, even if they may fail. I hope you choose to do whatever you love whenever you have the chance. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful GDC. Thank you.